Hello and welcome. It is Nomadic Shaman here. Thank you for visiting my page. Today's video, I want to speak on gang stalking as it relates to the fakes and the phonies within the community at large. A previous video, I spoke on the fakes and the phonies within the spiritual community. Now we're going to talk about the whole community. Before I do, let me jump in real quick and speak on the previous video where I spoke about gang stalking, NDAs, contracts, and life policies. I forgot to mention the obvious. I spoke about how there are life policies on those individuals who choose to jump in on the gravy train as part of the gang stalking campaign to go after others, okay, depending on their skill. But I didn't state the obvious, as in those who are actually being targeted. Yeah, you have money on your head, as in life insurance policies. My spiritual team has informed me that I have 2 life insurance policies that I did not sign off on. So there you go. The other part that I wanted to speak to, which is what this video is about, is the whole community at large. There are people who research, who observe, who look at videos, who read up on the whole gang stalking experiences, encounters, and tactics, and they will create platforms on social media and share stories of their own personal experiences of what they have encountered, and this could not be further from the truth. They are nothing more than Decepticons. Decepticons for clout, for energy, for money, for notoriety, for opportunity, and for reputation. Okay, who knows? Pick one. But what still holds and rings true, there's nothing but deception up in that bitch. Okay? And the reason why I wanted to share this with you is because it's for those who are actually experiencing it, going through gang stalking. Some may be as aggressive or harsh as mine. Some may even be experiencing worse. Some may be experiencing less. It doesn't matter. Those who are experiencing it, and depending on your perspective, whether you're a victim or survivor, you are experiencing these things. And what happens is when the platforms are saturated by foolery, fakery, and fuckery, this discredits those who are actually experiencing it. This makes it seem as though it's the person may be delusional, may be experiencing psychosis. This also dampens or makes it a lot more challenging to secure either monetary assistance, for legal support, or even legal support, or even getting some type of justice or their personal experiences looked into and taken seriously. That is what I have an issue with, which is why this whole purpose for making this video. Okay, because I know everybody who is watching it, whether or not you're on the spectrum of not believing a damn thing that is being said and looking at the person that's sharing the story as delusional, okay, needing to be in a crazy house, or if you're on the other spectrum where you're compassionate and you're empathetic and you're actually genuinely wanting to help, wherever you may fall, please be mindful, please be discerning, and go with your first gut. If you're still unsure, continue to observe until you are sure, okay? Because the bullshit that's up in this bitch, excuse my French, it's saturated. It is saturated, which takes me to my main point. The reason why I want to share this with you all is because I had an own personal experience where there was a YouTuber, somebody on YouTube. I was drawn to their videos. They had a lot of information as it relates to gang stalking, many that I could relate to and some that was new. But either way, I saw it as information. So what did I do? I reached out. I wanted to reach out for an opportunity to maybe collaborate to educate, inform, and empower, mainly through speaking through our own personal experiences. Now, up until that point, I thought she was being honest, truthful, and transparent. It wasn't until after our first conversation that my spiritual team was just like, let me holler at you for a second. This right here, all deception, full-blown Decepticon. This person, she has not experienced anything related to gang stalking. She is not a survivor, nor she is a victim. In fact, she partakes in the foolery, the fuckery, the fakery. She is part of the campaign. Okay? She is part of the campaign. Okay? So my spiritual team put me up on game. I am putting you guys up on game. I did always say that any type of new discoveries, any new experiences, I would share. So that is exactly what I'm doing. I hope you found this helpful. Feel free to comment, like, share, and follow. And until the next one, I'm out.